everyone, in this video we're going to learn about positive and negative space in art. Our learning goal for this lesson is I can identify and create positive and negative space. So by the end of this lesson, our activity for today, you should be able to identify and create positive and negative space in your artwork. We're going to start with a quick little activity of what do you see first in this image. The object that you see first is what would be the positive space. So if you look at this picture and you see a vase, the vase is the positive space and it's black, and the white around it is the negative space. If you saw two white faces first, that would be the positive space, and the black area around it is the negative space. So in art, the positive space of an artwork is the subject. What is it a picture of, or what is the main area or focus of the artwork? That's your positive space. And then everything else around it becomes your negative space. So if you saw a vase, that's the subject of that artwork, and the white area around it is negative space. We're going to do another quick one and look at another image and see if you can identify the positive and negative space. What do you see first? Do you see like a dog with its mouth open and a tooth? Or do you see a cat with white space around it? What you see first becomes the positive space. It's what you see as the subject, the main focus. And then everything else around it is the negative space. So now that you know what positive and negative space is, let's create some in art. You're going to need your black rectangle paper and your different colored square paper. You'll also need scissors and glue. These squares should fit really well, 3 of them. So you're really only going to need 3 of those colors, but I gave you extra just in case you needed them. You're going to start by folding that paper in half, and we're going to cut a shape out of it to make our positive and negative space. I recommend drawing your shape out first, and you're going to draw that shape starting on the folded line, and don't go all the way to the edge because you're going to need to cut out a whole shape. So there's my fold. I drew my shape on the fold, and that's where I'm going to cut from. I'm going to start on the fold. That's very, very important. Now that I have that cut out, I have 2 pieces. I have the shape I cut, and then my pink paper has that shape cut out of the middle of it. And I've created positive and negative space. The cut paper becomes the positive space, and then the black background becomes the negative space. And you're going to repeat that step 3 times. You're going to make 3 shapes. Remember to draw or cut on the fold, not on the open side. So you can cut any kind of shape. It could be a square, you could cut a heart, you could cut just like a made up wiggly shape. It's up to you, but you don't want to go all the way to the edge of your paper. You want to stay close to the fold. You are going to need 3 of those cut shapes to fill up your black paper. If you mess up one, like I didn't like the way this pink one came out, you can easily grab another piece of colored paper. I gave you extra, so go ahead and use them if you need them. But once you have your shapes cut out and you have the shape one with the little window in it, you're ready to start gluing. So little dots of glue. Look at how much glue I put on there, just teeny tiny little dots, and I did fill it up. You don't want a bunch of glue coming out of the side of your paper. So I'm putting little dots of glue all around my paper, filling it up, but not big globs. And then when I glue this square down, I'm going to make sure to line it up with the edge so that it looks really nice and neat. And you're going to glue all of those shapes down. Once you have everything glued down, you have created your positive and negative space. Your shape becomes your positive space, and the black around it becomes the negative space.